Okay, welcome to Wednesday and Hurricane Ian update from Older and Bolder 365. This is Bruce, and it's Wednesday, the 28th of September, and Hurricane Ian is coming ashore south of Tampa. We're in Tampa. Liz and I are in Tampa, and it's coming in around Venice, Port Charlotte, that area. So we're just starting to see some of the effects here. I would expect these are the early stages of the storm. So I'm going to try to give you a better look at what we're seeing already here and what we've done, a little bit more preparation to make sure we're good here. So stay tuned. Older and Bolder 365, hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Helps us put out more videos for you guys out there. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm going out onto the patio area. What I want to show you is what we did this morning. Over here, we stacked all the plants that were outside here. It's all wet now, so we stacked the plants all in here to get them out of the wind, protect your plants. You got to treat them like your kids, okay? So we got those behind this wall. So you find a nice wall, stack them in there, and they're not flying around. Okay, it's really blowing up here. I can get my cameraman to look up at the trees up here. Look at the trees down the road down here. Oh, wow, it's blowing in here now. It's really blowing in here now. I'm getting all wet. It's crazy. It's all wet in here. It's really, really blowing up a storm here. Let's see. Look at this. All right, look at this. Look, the pine needles are being blown through the screen. If that possibly hit me in the head, it could be a deadly, deadly blow. So let's see if I can get this door open. Oh, man. Whoa! That is not a good move. I can't even get the door down.
What time will be the worst winds projected for Tampa and Hillsborough? 1 o'clock in the morning.
But it's all wet out here, and that's kind of our update. You can see what's going on right down here. Push the camera down this way, please. A lot of wind, a lot of rain. Folks, we're just getting started here, and we may have some outdoor shots later on, because that's what we do here on Older and Bolder 365. And we'll give you an update later on. Okay, we're keeping a close eye on these pine trees here that are right outside the upstairs window. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they're not really big, heavy pine trees. They're more like pencil sticks. However, we've already noticed down below here, I don't think you can see it here, is kind of crooked. It's like there's a bend or a possible break in one of the pine trees, the one here on the left. So we're keeping an eye on there. We heard a noise, that kind of a thud, and I don't know if you can see down on the ground down there. No, you can't see it. Is a piece that has flown off and hit the side of the house. And folks, we're just getting started here, okay? We think that if that one there goes over, it will fall towards the back of the house and won't pose a danger. They're not really heavy enough to come into the roof. They may damage the gutters, but they kind of bend, and most time they don't break. But this will be a test for them today. So we'll keep you updated on the pine tree adventures. Okay, giving you a little update. It's 7:30 p.m. here in the Tampa Bay area. We had our grill actually lifted up and removed from the patio here. It usually was right there on the gray bricks, and the wind here picked it up and moved it into the yard. I mean, that's how strong this wind is. I'll try to give you a little look up here in the sky. You know, it's windy, very windy. We expect bigger winds now through about 2 a.m. here in Tampa Bay as the storm went in just south of us. And it appears that Sanibel Island, Fort Myers area has been really hit hard by this storm. This is going to make the top 5 storms here, hurricanes, Cat 4 in Florida, here on the Gulf Coast. The wind is whipping through here. It's right now not really raining much. It's light rain right now. They expected several inches. In fact, anywhere from 10 to 24 inches of rain. I will be shocked to see that amount of rain come in here, but it could do that. There's no chance of storm surge here where we are. So right now, the worst that could happen to us is the possibility of power outage. But we're prepared for that. I got Chef Liz is actually feeling well enough to try to put together a dinner for us. And we're hoping to get through that before. But this wind is really coming in now. It is really blowing along here. It's whipping. And that's going to be the report now at 7:30. If things get worse, we'll come back on the air here at, what is it? Older and Bolder 365 News. Bye-bye for now. Well, the storm is over. Hurricane Ian is done and gone here from the Tampa Bay area. So Liz and I decided, because we really need to get out and get some exercise. Liz is trying to work her way back to full energy. Liz, strength-wise, energy-wise, where are you?
I think I'm about 70%. I want to thank everybody out there who's been praying and sending me cards and wishing me to get well quickly. It's been a long haul, but I'm getting there. I'm about 70%. Thank you all for your thoughts.
Liz thanks everybody for thoughts and prayers in her recovery from whatever the hell this was.
I believe it was COVID.
She thinks it was, and I believe it was COVID, even though the doctors here never tested her for COVID. We did a home test, which turned negative, but it was a combination. It had to be a combination of COVID, sinus, which turned into bronchitis. I mean, that's really the diagnosis we'd put on it. But it knocked her literally down. I mean, she couldn't sleep. Her appetite was actually really good still, but she couldn't taste or smell, and still can't at this point, which is, for a foodie and a great cook, is difficult. But we decided to keep pushing forward as we have big plans ahead for trips, but we can't go anywhere until she gets fully recovered, and hopefully I'll keep my health to what it is. But you can see, we got out here on the trail, you can see all the debris here on the trail, but we missed a big bullet, obviously, from this storm. We're very thankful for that. Really, no damage, no injuries that we've heard of here in the Tampa Bay area. A lot of people south of us, in Naples, in Fort Myers, Sanibel Island, not as lucky. A lot of water issues, and they obviously caught the eye of the storm. So, we made it to our turnaround point here for today. We usually go up further, but we're going to turn around, not to push Liz's energy too far. But we're looking at the creek here, and the creek is not really as swollen as we thought. This comes off the Hillsborough River further to our east, and it's just not really super flooded at this point. You can see it here. It's flowing pretty good. You can see it up here as it's flowing this way. It's flowing from east to west, but not really super flooded at this point. There's the dog. He may go in. Is he going to go in for a swim? I don't know. It's moving pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty high. Y'all have a nice day. Okay, we're going to conclude our Hurricane Ian report because really, as I said before, we really didn't have a lot. But I want to show you a couple of things that the weather people here talk about, the danger. Look at this bush that, you know, obviously broke off. They've cleaned it up a little bit, but this is a huge branch. But on these branches, hopefully a cameraman will come up here and see this, you got all these little acorns. Okay, you've got all these little acorns. I think you can see. Now, if you think of these as a shotgun shell, that if it was 100 miles an hour and you're out there playing games, videotaping things, okay, back here, cameraman. Okay, if you see these, now what would happen at 100 miles an hour? They come off of these bushes, and that's what happens. They come off the bushes, back up. So this is what it would look like coming at you. Okay, these acorns could strike you in the face, in the eye. Okay, these little acorns, and act like, almost like a bullet coming at you. Debris, take out your eye, severely hurt you. How about a stick? What if this stick came and hit me right here, and a Cat 3, Cat 4 hurricane, that could happen. Look, it would go right through my throat, and it would be like this. To wrap up our coverage, we're glad to be safe and sound here, but we know there's a lot of people south of us that are hurting now, and they got water all through their homes. They've had a lot of damage. There's been loss of life. So we thank God that He spared us this time around. This is Older and Bolder 365 reporting from Tampa, Florida.